Hello, Internet. How's it going? Adam here, and Soulja Boy is back at it. Now, Soulja Boy was one of the rare people who was able to gain virality through the Internet because he dived on it first when it came to his music. Crank That Soulja Boy was well known. He has a really recognizable name. Almost everyone knows about him, even if you don't listen to his music. But he's not exactly known for the most trustworthy business advice. One of the most notorious examples as a gamer that I know about is the Soulja Boy console, which was just basically an AliExpress emulator console. And he was stealing other people's games until Nintendo, particularly, went after him with a lawsuit and basically sued him into oblivion. But yeah, the site was taken down. The consoles weren't. Not everyone got their consoles. It was a whole mess. And then he was also known for the Atari token fiasco, where he said he was the CEO of Atari, when in reality he was just contracted to be a representative for their cryptocurrency, which was Atari token. Well, now he's in cryptocurrency NFT news again for three rug pulls. Now, this is a crime, just like everything else he did with not the Atari token. That was just, stupidity, I would say. But when it came to the whole Soulja Boy console, 100% a crime. You were stealing people's IPs. So, in what it seems to be comically true, rapper Soulja Boy is setting new records in the Web3 and NFT world. Just not like how we would like. What do you mean, how we would like? Well, this is called NFT even, so we kind of can assume what they want. Soulja Boy has now successfully been the first rapper to rug three consecutive NFT projects. Let's take a look at how he cranked that rug from the unexpected fans. Man, that was just so cringe. So if you don't know what a rug pull is, it's basically when you promote a coin before it goes live to the public, skyrocket in the price, and then when it goes live to the public, sell off all your tokens. So essentially you're pulling the rug underneath everyone. You make a profit, but everyone else basically loses out. It's a very simple financial crime, and it's nothing new that hasn't been happening for the last hundreds of years. It's only been modernized for a industry that essentially has no regulation. In this case, Web3 and cryptocurrencies, NFTs, anything linked to the Web3 universe has no regulation, and essentially you're putting your money into a slot machine. The only difference is slot machines in casinos are regulated. This stuff has no regulation. Soulja Boy's NFT rug expert. Last month, the SEC charged Soulja Boy for promoting cryptocurrencies to clarify he was being illegally paid to do so without disclosure. For those who don't know, you have to disclose when you are given a sponsorship or promotion. YouTube has a very handy tool for that, but if you don't do that, it's illegal. One of the most infamous examples would be Syndicate. I forgot who the other people were, but it was the CSGO scandal where they owned a website that would basically complement CSGO's gambling loot box system, and they never disclosed that they owned the site. It was Pro Syndicate and someone else, I can't remember. SEC lawsuit also saw other high-profile celebrities charged with the crime. Two cryptocurrencies are Tronix and BitTorrent. Yeah, a lot of people. The U.S. government's going against a lot of people who promoted FTX, like Larry David and I believe Tom Brady. I don't know much about sports, but yeah. Just weeks after the Raptor released a collection of limited edition 3D NFTs, however, despite obvious warning signs, you mean like the Soulja Boy console and the Atari token fiasco and everything else he's done, his previous run-in with the law did not prevent the NFTs from selling out in a few hours. Of course not, because a lot of these people have so much money to waste and burn, and they also want to basically get into these things thinking they're going to be the next Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. In reality, that's never going to happen. If something is common knowledge to the public, it's already done, like GameStop stock. The sold out Soulja Boy 3D NFTs are 500 digital items on the Ethereum blockchain. They promise to provide exclusive unlocks for the upcoming Soulja Boy 3D meta video game and member only advantages. Oh my god. It's like I feel bad when people lose their money, but I feel less bad when they're so stupid that they do stuff like this. According to OpenSea, the collection had a total volume of 69 Ethereum, nice, or $130,226.46. Dear God, that's literally the Lamborghini logo. Like, what the fuck? Oh, no, wait, that's not the Lamborghini, that's the Ferrari logo. So I mean, the NFT market is literally rife with people who steal art from other people. Like my friend Maggie has had dozens of her artwork stolen. Another artist I follow, she does mobile game artwork, has had her work stolen and sold on AliExpress or one of those third-party websites that sell like her art printed on T-shirts and banners, and she has to go through hurdles to get them taken down. However, crypto detective Zach XBT noticed that the collection blatantly ripped off the Ferrari logo with its artwork. So it was a ripoff. I mean, literally, that is the Ferrari logo. I don't know much about cars, but even I can tell that. Shortly after this, the collection was delisted from OpenSeas. Not to anyone's surprise, there is still a derivative knockoff version of the project up on the secondary market. Of course there is. It's like what happened with Axie Infinity or Crypto Zoo. Like, people just put off knockoffs of Pokemon in order to try and capitalize on that. And Pokemon is looking into that as well for like making their own NFT project. I think that's actually a good idea to prevent scams from like just coming up based on their own IP, so they have something they could regulate. But it's just a speculation from my part. Just a day after this, Soulja Boy, the man, the myth, the legend, drops yet another NFT project, Soulja Boy Pixel Art. The project is still up on OpenSea and features the rapper's face in a stylized, pixelated aesthetic over different backgrounds. This project has collected 36 Ethereum until now for a total of 1,398 digital items with just 251 unique items on OpenSea. The project is also 100% listed. So just remember, he was delisted off OpenSeas for a fraudulent project and put back onto OpenSeas after he, I guess, just put on a mustache or something and just decided to come back. Video games have better, ban evasion than this. Call of Duty, Overwatch, StarCraft, Team Fortress 2. These are some of the most infamous games for cheating, rampant cheating, and they have better ban evasion than this. What the hell? Like, if someone could just do something like this and then instantly just come back with a new username, despite literally just using the same style, that should just be the biggest red flag. That shouldn't just be a red flag. That should be like the sky is turned crimson. Obviously, Web3 Twitter has a field day on this one. The memes and the drama surrounding the drops are, some would argue, better than the drop itself. Yeah, that's true. The entertainment value. I'm literally making a video for this. NFT Twitter has also christened the rapper, the full name, changing Soulja Boy to tell them to Soulja Boy Ruggum. Soulja Boy is also the first rapper to be banned on OpenSea and returned to do a redrop legend. I wouldn't call that legend. I would call that just incompetence. If he's able to do this so easily, then that's incompetence. Like, why would anyone trust that? Like, again, if this was a video game and someone could get banned and just immediately make a new account and just play the game like nothing with the same cheats, do you think anyone would play that game? Yeah, I know there's a meme with Apex Legends, Overwatch and all that, but if you tried that, you would instantly be banned in a second. Only the more sophisticated cheats kind of like skirt that line, but even then, it's just shown to be like stupidity at this point. Like, this guy's not even hiding it. But all the humor aside, it raises a serious question about Web3 ethics. That's an oxymoron. Web3 and ethics? People are still into NFT projects by founders who rogue their communities. Then why are they buying this? Like, literally, it's like if you got scammed by a friend who put you into a pyramid scheme and then you got out of it, albeit you lost some of your money, and then they came back to you and told you, no, this is not a scam, and it's the same thing, only with a different company, and you believe them again. Like, at some point, you have to take personal accountability. If you're this stupid, that's on you. But the fact that they're allowing this to run rampant is kind of in line of what their entire ethos is about no regulation or anything. This project is more of a statement in Web3 in the sense of providing real questions about the founders and collectors. Should banned founders be allowed on a platform like OpenSea and allowed to sell their NFTs even though it's proven rug or legal shill? Is that even a question? Yes, they should be banned. If they're committing fraud and illegal activity, they should be banned. Like, is that even a question? Again, video games have better policies than this. You cheated in Call of Duty Warzone, you're banned. You're not allowed to come back. If you come back with a new account and they find out, you get banned again. It's just like, it's common sense. Only time will tell as regulations around the space increases, which goes against what the entire space is pioneering, the idea of no regulation, code is law, the blockchain knows all, despite the fact if you've watched videos from like CoffeeZilla, Mudahar, some ordinary gamers, Mudahar, Callum Upton, Kira TV, you already know all about this stuff. Like, it's not like exactly set in stone and everything is up in the air. It's literally like the division. It's like the division when everyone goes into the blackout zones. I forgot what's called specifically. I haven't played the division in a while, but literally everyone's pointing their guns at each other, and it's just like who has ammo, who doesn't, who can own you, who can't. It's literally it's just insanity. But one thing is clear, it is still the Wild West in the Web3. It's always been the Wild West. So yeah, this is just pure insanity. Look, if you get caught up in this scam, the FBI does have a website, and you can report this stuff to the ic3.gov. This is the best way to stop stuff like this. I know a lot of people don't want to report when they've gotten scammed. It makes you look idiotic. It makes you look vulnerable, and no one wants to feel that way, but that's the only way this stuff starts to happen. Uncle Sam is going after these people hard, but a lot of people don't want to report on this because they don't feel like they lost and were fooled into these types of systems. Long story short, I do have a story about this, and it's a way to showcase that stuff like this is a learning experience. For example, when I used to play World of Warcraft, this was during the Burning Crusade when I got my flying mount. And this was when 5,000 gold, that's how much the mount was costing. It was a rare thing. Like when someone got a flying mount, it was literally like a parade. Everyone was talking to you, everyone was speculating you, and they were just looking at you of some sort of like top tier player. But yeah, it took me like a good month of grinding water primals. I got reported a lot for being a bot because people thought I was like, because all the water primals in the auction house were literally from me, like for 20 gold a pop. And I always got people asking me to charge less or everything. I was like, no, it is 20 gold. You want it? There it is. Long story short, nothing happened. I got contacted by a GM, but they literally said, we're just resolving the ticket. We know you're not a bot or anything. But nevertheless, further down the line, I needed a new goal. I was collecting lots of mounts, and there was this scam account that was basically selling spectral tigers, and I thought it was legit. Again, stupid kid, I wanted it to be true. This was a sense of where you're vulnerable. You want something to be true as bad as you want it. I gave the bot account my 5,000 gold for the thing, and immediately blocked me and took my money. Thankfully, I took the hard L, went to a GM, told them what happened, and they gave me back my money. I don't know who that GM is, but thank you. Hope you're doing your best life right now. But that GM literally gave me a lesson. He's like, do not believe any of this stuff. It happened once. We saw the transaction, but chances are there are times where we can't recover this stuff. But it was blatant that this was a ripoff, and they found the account and where the gold went, and they ultimately blacklisted the account and took all their gold and money. But nevertheless, that was a rare example, and it wasn't a real life situation. I just took a hard L, and ultimately I got everything back. So in this situation, if you are a victim of this stuff, I would recommend you do tell like the proper authorities so things can happen and this stuff doesn't happen as much. Either way, it just seems like Soulja Boy is not going to learn his lesson. This is going to happen again, and judging by the fact that OpenSeas just allows him to make a new account and do this thing all over again shows that they don't care. As long as they're making money, that's all that matters. But now with cryptocurrency falling, like almost all cryptos are falling, there are only a few, standouts like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But for the most part, all of this is falling apart, and people are becoming a little more wiser to it. There's still some holdouts of people who refuse to accept it, double down, or say like we just don't get it. Well, I get it. I just know that it's not worth it. Either way, if you like the video, tell me. If you hate the video, tell me that as well. If you want to go the extra mile, the best way is to subscribe and put notifications on. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs, so if you can do that, that would be a great thing. Anyway, goodbye.